Profile Tones and Talks, Season 3, Episode 3, actually. Wow, yeah. We were dealing with gain and tonal changes depending on various approaches to adjusting the gain of your amp, boosting and things like this. And this time, Thomas Dill, who is with me again. Thank you. Hi, Thomas. How are you?
Fine.
Cool. This time, Thomas brought the big volume knob, so to say, and now we're getting into the specifics of where it would make sense to put it. So, Thomas, please take over and let us know.
Okay, yeah. The question is in this episode how to get louder. Always the question for guitar players. Last episode we had the boost function to get more gain, to get more overdrive, to get more distorted sounds. Now I'm thinking, or I'm taking over for lead boost. That means to get a little bit of more volume, to cut through the mix, to especially for stage situations, because no tone guy will turn at the mixing desk your guitar volume louder when you have a 8-bar solo. So don't think ever about that. You need to have your guitar levels on top, and you need to go for your guitar levels and adjust them by yourself. So very important, lead tone should be a little bit louder as the rhythm tone. And how to do that? There are several options you can have. The first option, I will show you the first rig I have. I call it the pure volume boost. So this is the rig we have. Normal sound, a little bit of delay, and I have a pure booster behind the stack. So that means this boost pedal has, or boost effect has no impact on the gain. So when I turn it on, gain stays at the same level, but it's a little bit louder. Off, on, and you see it's just 2.1, so that means about, I think, 2 dB. Something between 2 or 3 dB is for me the most useful boost for lead sounds, because it's not great to have a lead tone which is really too much, so getting too loud. Then you blow away the stage. It's not nice, and even a little bit lower as too loud is better. So not too much, because everybody and the audience too will get weird. So just take not that much as, so let's say 5 dB or something like that. And you can put that booster onto a switch, effect switch. I will show you that later. But the next option you have is another thing, is compressor. As with a normal booster, we get some, when we place the compressor in front of the stack, we get some more sustained notes. And with a compressor behind the stack, you get this slightly saturated feeling that you have when you're using some low volume class A amps or something, and you get this compressed feeling, great play feel when you have these low volume amps, and you can simulate that. So this is the sound without. now with the compressor on, so you can really play very soft without, just for these cleaner notes, cleaner tones, bluesy style with the compressor. And when you hit the notes hard, especially it's not only for lead tones, just for rhythm sounds, when you play with the fingers. Without the compressor.
It's less sexy.
Really, really not cut through in a live situation with the band. So just think about if you need some boost, place the compressor behind the stack. Sometimes it helps. Okay, next one. It's called Morph Volume Boost. You see at the amp, blue and red knobs, red dots, and it's the amp volume. This is something I really like to boost, to do that. You see I'm moving the pedal now, and the amp volume is boosted 2.5. So this is the sound normal. Boosted. And this is something also that you can use to turn down the volume. Wait a minute. Turn down the volume on the guitar. Same level. Now I'm maximum, pedal in the toe position. Then volume knob on the guitar turned maximum and pedal in the heel position. So this is also a useful way to act with the volume knob on the guitar and don't lose a little bit of volume then. And if you turn it all the way up, you have this louder lead tone.
That's also pretty smart, because I do this usually with the compressor in the amp section. But this is also pretty smart if you lower the volume on the guitar and you crank up the amp volume a little bit. Cool.
Sometimes I'm using a boost also, but normally I'm the volume pedal guy. I'm left foot on the volume all the time. So just to match with the band and getting with a dynamic range, getting lower, getting louder. So I'm used to play with the volumes on stage, just to have these dynamics and to act with these typical settings.
Cool.
For me, it's more variable than. And what you can do to get your go to 11 switch is that I have, wait a minute, I need to turn down the guitar. Here we have the remote, and let me see, here's the sound. So I adjusted the boost, the pure booster, if you have a pure booster, just on that switch here. This is switch number 4. This is the easy way to do that. But sometimes you think, okay, I like to have these 4 switches to switch some effects on and off. And maybe I don't need the looper switch. I will adjust this one to turn on only the boost. And you can do that in the system settings. I'll show you taking a look at the profiler. Where is it? Here it is. So here we have. Going to the systems menu and then switch to remote settings. There is, I don't know which page, page 12 in this OS. And there's something called button assignment. Press this soft button and you can assign for the looper button, for the tuner button, and for the tap button different functions. So the looper button is turned X on and off. And that means when we switch to the rig manager,
X is the slot behind the amp, behind the stack, right?
yes,
The first one in the second, yeah.
That's right. So this is the pure booster. So if you like to do that, you have like to have every time your pure booster in this slot and turned on with the looper switch. Now I press the looper switch on and off. Then use that. Another thing is some people like to have don't need the tap button. And the tap button is great to use for that because it's down right. So it's you can reach it in a wide stage performance. The looper button is a little bit difficult. So then just take the tap button and go for, oh no, go down. Different stuff. Oh, you can do very much stuff. So here we are. X on and off. So when I turn to the other camera, so now when I press, the blinking light from the tap is now off. And you see here, also, when I press the tap button, the boost switch or the boost goes on. And you have these 4 switches for other effects, for switching on other effect modules. So this will be a feature if you don't need any of these switches. Maybe also the tuner. You can turn the tuner on with the volume pedal when you set the tuner. I can show you.
Oh, and by the way, your guitar is still open and ringing a little bit.
Now it's turned off.
Ah, cool.
And here we are, turning on the tuner. And you can set this tuner at volume 0. Check this and set it to on. So now when you have the volume pedal in the heel position, the tuner turns on. So yeah, I can't show you because I have it now set to morph. It's a bit too difficult now. But check this out. If you have the volume expression pedal for volume on, then you might don't need the tuner button, and you can use this tuner button to go to 11. So just assign one button of looper, tuner, or tap to go to the 11 button. It's just another concept that you can use. Some people might not. Some people might like to morph the volume. Some people might taking compressor or something. You have really much options. Find out what's the best for you.
Right. And yeah, volume is indeed, that's of course, might sound mundane, but these things happen after you created your tone. Means it's after the stack always, when you're just talking about volume. And if you want to be really pristine about that, and you're morphing, usually when I'm increasing the volume, I'm taking a little bit away from, the presence and the treble from the amp. And that's then a little bit bearable for the audience. But that depends on what kind of tones you're using. So yeah, but there are a lot of options there. And the thing with the compressor is really good, because it really adds to the nuances of your playing. That sounded really, really nice, what you did. Cool.
And it's thanks. It's different to the amp compression. So amp compression is great also. This parameter here in the amp menu, you have this compression. So you get a more compressed amp sound, but it's really different because with the amp compression, you don't get volume boost. So with the compressor, you have a volume knob, so you can boost about 2 dB and add this slight compression. Oh, I didn't show you the settings of the compressor. Here's it. Volume is boosted 3.2 and intensity attack squash, it lower levels, so not that much. If you take the intensity too high, it's too compressed. It's not you lose a lot of dynamics. So that's very important, just to boost those low picked notes and to get this breathy tone. Don't have to hit the strings hard, but you are heard inside of the band.
Yeah, pretty cool. Really good. Thanks a lot. May sound, not being something special, but tonally and for performance, the options you have, it's pretty crucial to know what you're after, and there are so many options and ways to achieve that. That's pretty good. Yeah, and as usual, try this at home or in the rehearsal room. Don't try it for the first time on stage, because that's.
And another advice: when you adjust your tones at home, you might think that you need to boost the lead tone a little bit much more. Don't do that. We had some feedback from the rig pack in one performance that when you said that the volume for the lead tone is too loud, and right, so that was created at home, and so sometimes it's necessary not to boost too much. So try about 2 dB or 3 dB, then go to the rehearsal room or to stage and try it.
Yes, indeed. And then in the best case, just record yourself, especially also with the drummer, because then you can nicely adjust where you're at in this whole scenario. Yeah, awesome. Cool. As usual, let us know if you have some questions, and we'll be back with more, of course. And yeah, thank you, Thomas, for this one again, and see you soon. Bye.
Bye.